Lufthansa 458, was ist denn die nächste Frequenz für mich?
Lufthansa 458, contact apron 121.85, ciao.
12185, danke dir für den Service, ciao.
Lufthansa 5 Charlie Victor, taxi via Papa, hold short November 11. Taxi via Papa, hold short November 11, Lufthansa 5 Charlie Victor. Lufthansa 116, contact Lagan 120, 115, ciao.
Lufthansa 116, sorry, can you please?
Alright, contact Lagan 120.15, ciao.
Contact München down 120.
Is that better? The mic's on, is it now? Sorry, I was rambling on. Do you know, I did a video earlier on my sensitivities, and there was no voice. I was like, bollocks. Did all of that, and you can hear me. So hopefully you can hear me now. Yes, good. Well done. Well, good afternoon, everybody. Yeah, I wasn't really saying too much. I was just setting things up as I normally did. I mean, you can kind of see what I'm doing anyway. But yeah, so this is where we go in Frankfurt to Edinburgh. I want to get going. I think the time we're due to go is about 1:45, so in about 25 minutes or so. All good, yeah. So, oh well. So I probably need to do the video again that I was doing earlier. I did do a sensitivities video for my controls because I have actually changed them today. I've made it a bit more responsive, certainly in the roll, and I was going to upload that video and then realised there was no sound, so that would probably explain why there's no sound, because my microphone was turned off. Oh well, anyway, so yeah, here we are at Frankfurt, Edinburgh, due to go in about 25 minutes. Obviously a very busy night in Frankfurt, a bit of an event going on, so we're trying to join in on the fun. Flight plans all in. It's pretty straightforward, I'm not going to labour this too much, but it's all there. I've decided to take a little bit of extra fuel, 6.5 tonnes. Just because of maybe busy on the ground, so yeah, that's fine. We can take a little bit extra. Weather's all good, so it's all cav okay in Edinburgh. A few TCUs around in Glasgow, but that's fine. Probably not going to go there if the weather's good, and everywhere else is pretty good as well. Not really any relevant no terms either. So sorry about that. So yeah, sorry it was all muted. The first 5-10 minutes of that video is going to be useless. There's a little switch on my headphones, and it's obviously I can turn the microphone on and off. But what's annoying is if you turn it off, it doesn't actually show in OBS that the microphone's off. I suppose the sound isn't sort of recording, so maybe that'd be obvious. But there we go. We live and learn. So anyway, that's all looking nice. So 5.5 tonnes. That's what it says. Did we want that? We wanted a bit more than that, didn't we? I think. So yeah, prop fuel is 6 tonnes. So it thinks 5.5. We're going to do more than that, so that's good. 6.5. That wasn't actually with the alternate, was it? What's the alternate fuel? About 700 kilos. There you go, a little bit of extra fuel down the other end was kind of what we were expecting. 64 tonnes below max landing weight as well, which is fine. Secondary, let's have a quick look at the emergency procedure, which I've got a document for this on my PC. Right, time to grab over here. Did you upgrade your computer since the landing in Heathrow? Yes, I did. Long by name. Yeah, I did. That was the last stream I did with the hard drive in it. So I've put an SSD. Very kindly been donated an SSD. So yeah, that's been put in, and it is a lot better now. The PC is a lot more well behaved. Where are we? We're in Germany, aren't we? So Germany, Frankfurt. So you probably can't see what I'm doing, that's fine. Frankfurt 25 right, isn't it? Standard. Right, let's have a look at this. 2,100 feet. Right turn to MTR, VOR, inbound is 207. And right turns. Cool. So that's the emergency, so I'll come back to. Not able to watch for long, due to following you down from Glasgow. Cool, cheers John, that's fine. Burgers should be arriving. I've just had a curry, so I've just had a lamb tikka vindaloo. So yeah, it's made a massive difference, Chris. It's been really, really good. So I'm well fed. I've been very well fed tonight. Had a nice curry. So I'm sort of sitting. I could do with some beers really. I was tempted to go and get some beers, but just yeah, I couldn't really be asked. I couldn't really be asked to go to the shop. Right, so many charts in Frankfurt as we kind of expect. So we're up here on Terminal 1, and only parking stands east. Oh, there we go. That's exactly the one I want. So probably taxi would be pretty straightforward. Be out of here. I think out for 25 we're on, and it'd be somewhere over here for 25 centre. So yeah, we could do all that. We can look at that when we get there. Departure. RNAVs. God, there's so many of them, isn't it? Boca 3T2. got no idea if this is going to be the right departure or not. I'm sure ATC will correct me. Where's it gone? That one, I think. Embarker 4 November. Right, let's have a quick look at this, just see if there's any notes. Contact Langham radar, noise abatements. Initial climb clearance is 5,000, good. Okay, yeah, so we should hopefully be able to do this one. There's 5,000 in there, let's get the AP on. That's fuel is, oh, fuel's on as well, good. So we can get those on. Free pass, yes I am, yeah, I got a free pass. Vindaloo is the only carrier. I've got a really nice carry house as well, so they are really, really good. And I always find like Vindaloos, I mean, so many places don't do a good Vindaloo. You know, they're sort of quite mild, which I quite like it, a bit of spice. It's almost as if like they sort of just, I don't know, water them down a bit and they just remove a lot of the flavour, but I like it when it's spicy. So yeah, so I'm very happy with my Vindaloos. Alright, let's have a quick look at the arrival. Departure, approach. So if we come back, it's probably going to be back on 27 right. At least that's what I'll be asking for. There we go, ILS Zulu 27 right. And, oh look at that, see, perfect. So MTR, there's the hold up there. So that's what we're going to do. Actually 206 it says in there, maybe it's changed a degree. Let's go 206. So the emergencies, standard straight aheads, 2,100 feet, right turn up to the MTR, and then we can do whatever we need to do from there. So copy that. Engine fail. Having fun to have a look at all the ATC sensors as well. I've got no idea who's on and who isn't, or who to contact, should I say. Right, so that's that. That's in. Store that. Come back here, there's going to be no problems in getting back into Frankfurt if we need to. Arrival 25 right. Oh, I don't know why my shoulder's really aching. It's only no. Okay, so there's no VIA from MTR, but that's okay, we can deal with that. Mike Tango Romeo. Probably that one 18 miles away, that makes sense. And we're going to hold there. Inbound 206. And right turns. Cool. Nope. 206. Right, and holds good. That's done. Weather. Let's get the performance in. 10. What was it? What did I say? 22. 18 degrees. Wind is 220 at 5. And the minimums for the ILS is, depends on the climb gradient, we should be fine, Cat C 553. Lovely, that's in. Right, what else have we got to do? Let's have a look at the controllers. There's probably so many controllers, I'm going to have to sort of pick which one it is. Oh, Jesus. Frankfurt. God, there's so many Frankfurts. Right, it's Frankfurt departure. Frankfurt Tower. Frankfurt ground. I don't know who's who. Delivery. And I've got an ATIS. Right, let's have a look at the ATIS. I suppose it should say on the charts actually which controller is going to be doing what. One 2805. Oh yeah, my shoulder's really aching. Oh, my back's aching. Honestly, can't click that fast on the Mac. Yeah. Well, I don't even need to look what I'm doing really. I just sort of just do it, I suppose. Let's have a quick look at the ATIS. It's easier on here. I don't have to listen to it then. It's a bit like a printed ATIS. So Echo Well, I mean, oh, that's the wrong one. There you go, Frankfurt. Expect failures 25. Actually, Yankee approach 25. Okay. Doesn't matter, we can change that. Departure and use 25 centre. Winds 220, cavalcade, temperature, trends, no frac. Information, kilo. Alright. I wonder if you can use CPDLC for the departure request. I don't think I've actually done that yet. Let's have a look, see if we can do that. Can we get PDC? It's not on that one, is it? TC request. No, it's not that one. Is there a way of getting like a pre-departure clearance? I just don't know how you do it. I mean, normally it's in an AOC, there's a ATC request, or is that it? Oh, there we go, pre-departure clearance. Oh, I might be able to... Okay, can I do that? GPH. What gate are we? Call sign L. What are we? L. No, D8. Oh, I'm not used to these. DLH. 964. This is probably not going to work. I'm doing all this and it's not going to work. Kilo. What are we? We're 320. DF. Seems to have something to do with the shit spots around the map. Yeah. We are on the corner, Alpha 25. Right, I've got no idea if this is going to work, but we can certainly give it a go. Right, let's have a quick look at config, failures, make sure this is all on. Good, set as defaults. Apologies if I'm a little bit quiet tonight, I'm just trying to keep the noise down for the missus. She's downstairs. Oh, what was I doing? That one. Messages. So you've still got a pre-departure, yeah, maybe, possibly. Right, let's have a look at the load sheet first. So if your weight's 57.7, exactly what we're after. So if your weight 31.5. So takeoff weight's about 64 tons, and the trim is about 29.9, be a little bit forward because I've got a bit of extra fuel. It's not going to be too far off that. Alright, pre-departure clearance, what do we got? Clearance requests. Oh, it's requested, okay. Right, good. That's that done. How long we got? About 10 minutes to go. Can't be that far. Oh, got a message. No, it's just that one. No, I didn't. It's interesting. The light went off, but the call bell didn't go. Right, let's have a look at this. How far we got for the passengers? Hopefully not too long. A few more to go. And where are we going to depart from? I think if I get Lima 6. There you go, a nice short taxi, and can probably take anything from Lima 6 or better then. And what's Lima 6? Uh, 25 centre. Lima 6 is 3,266 metres, so loads of room. 3266. As long as we got that, that's good. So 25 centre, because he's probably going to give me a different runway now. Dry, yeah. Optimum off. 64 tons, I think we said. 29.9. Sync the weather. That's what it is, yeah. And Lima 63266, good, spot on. So performance, 142, 142, 143, 68 max flex, good. 142, 142. 142, and 143, was it? Sorry, 144. Flaps 1, 68. Now is it noise abatement 2 or 1? Let's have a quick look. According to this, it should be NADP 2. You know what the Germans like about their noise? They're very fussy over it. Let's have a very quick look just to make sure there's nothing in here. Plenty, yeah, loads of room. The problem is there's hundreds of bloody charts. Briefing, general. It's usually in sort of departure bit. Blah, 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 blah. No, I can't see anything. Nothing's popping out of me. Move is... No, I think just NADP2 would be fine. No, good, yeah. Right, fine. That's... I'm going to ignore that then. So, what I want really is... Right, I'm going to have to speak to delivery on voice. That might be what I have to do. Oh, not that one. What's delivery? One to 19. Hopefully it'll give me the frequencies. So everything I wanted to do is just to check the flight plan. So taking off any speed constraints, don't think so. 220 that first little bit, that should be fine. Around the corner. Good, that's fine. 220, yeah, we're below 220 there, so that's good as well. Right, 121.9, let's see if we can speak to somebody. I'm not going to try my German accent, that would just be terrible.
Yes, text clearance, that's not a PDC, so I still need a voice readback.
Roger that, so Lufthansa 454, information Kilo. Clear to Hamburg via the Maroon 7M departure. Flight plan route as filed, climb flight level 070, squawk 1000.
Did I leave? I don't think it says NADP1 though, that's the thing.
Correct. Lufthansa 294, let it take up.
What was it, 3.3?
There's a copy 294.
Lufthansa 294, information Lima, cleared Amsterdam, Maroon 3 whiskey departure, flight to climb asset, flight level 70.
Oh yeah, I did miss it. I was looking for like heights though, that's the thing. When they're talking about the NADP procedure, but they're not actually saying there's not stipulated any heights, so it's not, you know, there's not like an NADP1 departure. That's what I need to know.
Lufthansa 294, correct.
So Lufthansa
764, let it copy.
Lufthansa 764, ready to copy.
Lufthansa 764, information Lima, cleared Heathrow, Sobra 1, Lima departure, flight to climb asset, 4000 feet.
It's just, yeah, it's just Toga. Yeah, it's not Tuesday. Tuesday's a Toga. Toga Tuesdays.
Sobra 7 November, departure weight 25 Charlie, and squawk 2003. Lufthansa.
Why is the door opened again?
Lufthansa 764, departure, Sobra 1, Lima, runway 18.
One is complete. Good.
Departure runway 18.
A load sheet coming through at some point.
And your departure, Sobra 1, Lima.
Right, they're all closed up. I think we're ready to go. Pushback. Pushback would be an interesting thing. Might just be pushing into there, I should imagine. Frankfurt delivery Lufthansa 964.
Sobra 1 Lima, Lufthansa 764.
764, read back correct. Lufthansa 924, go ahead. And Contact 1614, still approved, top position for push, contact apron 12185, bye.
Startup approved, Condor 1614 and contact apron on 121.95.
Almost 12185.
I wish I could turn the volume down, like I could in the real aircraft.
12185, Condor 164. Thank you, goodbye.
Delivery Lufthansa 964.
The 964, go ahead.
Thank you very much. You're on Alpha 25, got information Kilo 320, requesting clearance to Edinburgh, please.
One sec.
Did I file it? I think I filed it. I can't actually remember if I filed the flight plan now. I'm sure I did.
Okay, Lufthansa 924, just confirm your parking position again.
Yeah, it was stand Alpha 25, Lufthansa 964.
Yeah, there you are. You are no flight plan.
Okay, stand by. Obviously haven't done it. Donut.
33 Kilo, if we
I
were
thought I
ready
did
for
it,
push,
obviously
how
haven't done
long
it.
can we
Right.
expect a delay?
I think I was in such a rush to get on with the call sign.
Need to
Right,
get
yeah.
the queue at runway 18 a
Done.
bit shorter, so for about 5
Right,
minutes.
flight plan's on.
Okay.
Or in, should I say.
München, fast correction, Frankfurt delivery, Servus, ihr 4
So I don't have to worry about
Leute
this
da,
usually,
die
somebody else
kommen
bloody files the
dort,
flight plans for me.
Papa Lima information, Lima request upper clearance to Heathrow.
124 Papa Tango,
Oh.
information, Lima, cleared Heathrow, Sobra 1, Lima departure, flight plan, club asset, 4000 feet, squawk 2006.
Conda 2 for Papa Lima, cleared Heathrow, Sobra 1 Lima departure, runway 18, initially climb 4000, squawking 2006.
24 Papa Tango, read back correct.
And we are ready for push 2 for Papa Tango.
Cool, it's a couple of minutes to go.
Check on back, 5 minutes.
Roger.
Delivery Lufthansa 964, you should have the flight plan now, hopefully.
Thank you, received the information, Lima, cleared Edinburgh, Oboka 3, Whiskey departure, flight en route, club asset, flight level 70, squawk 2125.
Thank you, Boca 3 Whiskey departure, initially flight level 70 and score 2125, Lufthansa 964.
Lufthansa 964, read back correct.
Right, so there's a change in departure, that's not too much of an issue, 2125. Get that in.
Hello, you're in
Have a quick look at the SID as well, it's a departure.
Going 674, hello, call back 5 minutes.
Oh, you say 3 Whiskey.
Yeah, actually disregard the Roving 672 startup approved top position for
3
push,
Whiskey, there we go.
contact apron 121.
Inserted.
Bye-bye.
Startup approved and apron
Yeah, why is there a discontinuity?
Bye.
So Barker Z28 D-bar. Just tidy this up a bit. Oh, no. Ugh, what are you doing? What was it? Z28 to D-bar. I misspelled that. Oh, D-bar.
Delivery, this is Lufthansa 454. Can we expect the 25 center runway for departure?
Correct.
Roger that, thank you.
Don't know why this flight plan's all weird. Don't worry about the end bit too much. Right, at least that's sorted, and let's have a look at the departure. Barker 3 Whiskey, there we go. So I'm not too sure what the 4 November was. Doesn't matter. initial climb clearance is a flight level 70, this one as well. Alright, it's just waiting for the load sheets.
Lufthansa 764 requesting.
There's a few more constraints on this 200 knots on that first turn. Okay. 200, 200, 200, then 230. You might just do S speed just for the first little bit.
Sorry, Lufthansa 764
That's the
again.
plan. Sorry guys, I'm not really paying much attention to the chat. I'm just trying to get this going.
Lufthansa 764 requesting propulsion start.
190. Let's go 190.
Lufthansa 764, calling back 5 minutes.
Done.
Lufthansa 764.
Aha, low cheap. Alright, final ones here. So 57.8 is just got us slightly more than what we're expecting. So fuel weight is 29.7. So yeah, only just within 2%, so that's fine. And the trim is actually 28.
Lufthansa 294, Bay Bravo 37, ready for start.
I can actually read my own writing. 28. 28. Good. Right, that's done. So accepted that. So that's all fine. Let's do a quick check. Just make sure.
Lufthansa 294, start approved, start position for push, contact apron, 12195, away.
Is there and balanced? Hydraulics are good.
1295, Lufthansa 294, bye-bye.
Lovely. Alright, so we already copied preparation checklist, aircraft acceptance is completed. Fuel quantity, we've got
Lufthansa
6.5, it's balanced. Seatbelts are on, ADRS is
disregard for taxi, contact apron, 12185, bye-bye.
ADRs nav and bar F, QNH1022,
That is approved, holding
preparation checklist
position for
complete.
taxi out 12185, ciao.
Alright, we're ready to go. Hey Dark, how you doing? I think that's done, get rid of that.
Good evening, Lufthansa Mike 9 Mike Whiskey with information Lima board request clearance by flight destination Amsterdam Schiphol.
Lufthansa Nana Mike Whiskey, hello information Lima, cleared Amsterdam, Maroon 3 Whiskey departure, flight plan route, capacity flight level 70, squawk 1000.
Clear to flight destination Amsterdam Schiphol.
Performance is all fine, that's valid. Bit of a queue.
Lufthansa 330, 34, push and start.
Lufthansa 330,
yeah, good.
calling back.
Good if the boss is quick. At least it's working, doing its job. Right, so probably, I don't know where we're going to push, probably November 5, but we'll see. Delivery Lufthansa 964, stand Alpha 25, we're ready, push and start.
Lufthansa 964, start approved, start position for push, contact apron, 12185, away.
Next I'll approve to push apron 12180, Lufthansa 964. Good, 121.
Delivery, Lufthansa Cargo 8384, heavy stand, Foxtrot 215, fully ready.
Via the Aniki 1 Lima departure, out of runway 18, flight planned route, climb via SID 4000 feet and squawk remains the same.
Information Lima current, Aniki 1 Lima departure, clear to Geneva, climb by SID 4000 feet.
I am, yes, I'm using
FS
FSLTL, Chris. It's a lot better than the IG, I think. I just speak to these.
Lima.
Yeah, it's a lot easier to set up.
Lufthansa 2 Kilo LO taxi
I think AIG was great, but it was
November
ball
8,
ache,
link
wasn't
3
it?
November.
This is a lot better. You just sort of, it's literally just plug and play. And you
Victor
go.
144, via November 8, link 3 and November, Lufthansa 2 Kilo.
And Lufthansa 925 by coordinating controller stepped on me during your read back just to confirm the Aniki 1 Lima climbing 4000 feet. And when you're ready to taxi, you can continue via November to holding point runway 18.
Aniki 1 Lima, initial climb 4000 feet, so we'll continue taxiing.
So we were basically ready to go about 48, so all this delay now could be just a bit of ground congestion.
Frankfurt approach from the 4 miles hotel approach, November 11.
It's busy.
Lufthansa 89 Delta X-ray apron hello taxi November to holding point 18.
November 18, Delta Lufthansa 89 Delta X-ray.
Lufthansa 4 Mike Hotel, Frankfurt apron, expect gate Charlie 6, taxi November 11, Lima, hold short of November 4.
Right, let's turn down the GAV mode. Don't need the lights on quite that much.
Gate Charlie 6, taxi via November 11, Lima November 4, Lufthansa 4 Mike Hotel.
Apron LOE, it's Lufthansa 964, stand Alpha 25, ready, push to start.
124.850, bye bye.
God.
Just on the right on November now, and then contact our Condor 1614.
Lufthansa 1, correction. Disregard.
Frankfurt apron 90, Condor 24, Papa Tango, stand Victor 158 for taxi.
Condor 2 for Papa Tango.
It doesn't matter because we weren't going anywhere with these people
from
in the way.
right, after taxi Lima, November 10 and November 2.
Yeah, there's 2 people there, so I'm not going to be pushing anytime soon.
Condor 4 to correction 2 for Papa Tango, give way to LTU, right to left thereafter Lima,
Oh, we
November
did. It just happens all the time, Chris.
holding
Unfortunately, it just,
18.
you know, when it's really busy, yeah, it just happens.
Condor 1614, taxi now via November 14, Lima, November 15 and November to holding point runway 18.
This is why we took the extra fuel.
Wait a second, please, because we have a problem.
Eurowing 672, taxi to holding point runway 25 center via November 5, Lima, hold short November 4.
Yeah,
Taxi to 25 center.
yeah, it's very similar, Chris, to be fair.
Hold short November 5, 672.
Habit, correct. Speedbird 910 November, contact Frankfurt apron 121-950, bye bye.
121-950 November. Correct. 121-950.
Yeah, spit it out, mate, come on.
910 November.
Ryanair 2 Delta India, contact Frankfurt apron 121-950, bye bye.
121-950, bye-bye, Ryanair 2 Delta India.
LTU 285, contact apron 121-950, bye bye. 121-950.
Right, he's going the other way, so we should better go. Hey.
Apron, good evening. Lufthansa Cargo 8384 Heavy, stand Foxtrot 215, fully ready.
Lufthansa Cargo 8384, Frankfurt apron, good evening, pushback approved.
Oh, come on, mate, he's giving you a clearance.
Eurowing 672 at November 5, give way to 3 aircraft.
So it doesn't help when people don't bloody read back when they should do.
Giving way to 3 aircraft crossing from the right, Eurowing 672.
Apron Lufthansa 964, stand Alpha 25, ready, push and start.
November 15 and November to holding point runway 18.
I wish people would listen to each other. Apron Lufthansa 964, Alpha 25, ready, push and start.
Lufthansa 964, traffic Eurowings 320 behind you, when clear of traffic, pushback approved.
Thanks, when the traffic clears behind, push start approve, Alpha 25, Lufthansa 964.
Negative,
Right.
continue taxi Lima, November 15 and November.
Lima, November 15, November Lufthansa, Condor 1614.
Apron 2, the Lufthansa 33 Kilo Alpha 30, ready for push and start.
Alpha 36, request pushback.
Lufthansa 33 Kilo, pushback approved.
Pushback approved, Lufthansa 33 Kilo.
Lufthansa Nana Mike Whiskey, traffic taxiing
Right,
company
that'll do.
319 behind, right to left, when clear of traffic, pushback approved.
And clear for the push, so that's
Pushback
on.
approved behind inside traffic. Lufthansa Mike Nana Mike Whiskey. Cockpit to ground.
And Lufthansa Eurowing 672
And
at
full
5
start, parking brake
November. I'm
is
sorry, I
on,
was
takeoff data is
trying to make
confirmed.
you give way to 3
Windows
aircraft on
are
Lima. You can now
closed.
continue taxi November 5 and Lima, hold short November 4.
PDs.
Taxiing November 5 and Lima, hold short of November 4, Eurowing 672.
Condor 2
Light
for Papa
modes.
Tango, connect tower 124, decimal 850, bye bye.
Doors are
Condor 2
closed
for Papa
and
Tango, tower
armed.
124, 850,
And the beacon
now.
is on.
Danke.
Full start checks complete.
Frankfurt apron for good evening, Lufthansa pushing for with you on Papa.
Lufthansa 25 uniform, Frankfurt apron low, expect gate Alpha 23, taxi November 11, Lima, November 5, hold short November.
Right, he's clear, so we can go.
Parking brakes are set. You may lift.
Expecting gate Alpha 13 via November 11 Lima and hold short of November Lufthansa pushing for.
We are cleared for start and push.
And Lufthansa 25 uniform, give way to a company A320 from the left at November.
Please release parking brake.
Giving way company on November from left to right, Lufthansa pushing for.
Engines in sequence. It will start in the sequence.
Condor 1614, we are back. Our internet just went down for a second.
Yep, no problem. Continue taxi November 15 and give way to a Condor A320 from the right. And then November to holding point 18.
Give way to the Condor on November 15 and then continue to Lima, November, Condor 1614.
Eurowing 672 tower 124 850, tschüss.
14850 672, bye.
672, disregard. Apron 121 905, tschüss, sorry.
How'd you turn the FBs off?
No problem, bye.
Lufthansa 4 Mike Hotel, contact Apron 121905, bye-bye.
Apron 121905, Lufthansa 4 Mike Hotel, bye-bye.
Whatever.
Lufthansa
Right.
89 Delta X-ray at November 15, give way to a
Clear
Condor
start.
A330
Engine
from the
start.
left.
Start.
At November 15, give away to named aircraft.
Standing one.
Lufthansa 89 Delta
Right, I might do
X-ray.
single engine because it's probably going to be a little bit of
Condor
time on the ground.
1614, you missed the right turn. Right November 16 and
Some
then
Wi-Fi.
November.
Oh, Gav's here. Hey, Gav, how you doing?
November, Condor 16.
Lufthansa 9 Mike Whiskey, taxi to holding point runway 25 center, November 7. Lima, hold short, November 4.
On the point to center, November 7, Lima, hold short, November 4, National Whiskey.
Lufthansa 33 Kilo, when you're ready to taxi holding point runway 18 via November 7 and November.
When ready, taxi via November 7 and November, Lufthansa 33 Kilo.
Apron, guten Abend, Lufthansa, Papa.
Good.
Papa.
That started.
Lufthansa 2 for Papa, we expect Alpha 69er, stand by for further taxi. Condor 1614, you missed another right turn.
That's bad to know.
Condor
Lots
1614,
of
if I
people
tell you
not
to
paying
turn
attention.
right, what does turning right mean? It does not mean go straight. Hold short of Yankee and contact tower now, 124850.
Parking brake.
Sorry, Condor 16.
Right, start parking brakes.
Hold short on Yankee and call tower.
Lowering aircraft.
Yep, 124850.
Done. 0. Flat 1.
12485. Condor 16.
You may disconnect.
Lufthansa 8 Delta Delta X-ray, continue taxi
28%
November, contact tower
about there.
124850. Tschüss.
Have a good flight.
Status. So that's normal, that's what we're expecting. Cat 3 sequel, Cat 3 jetpack, and 2 is a single engine. So
Lufthansa
that's
925, continue
expected.
taxi via November, contact tower 124850, bye-bye.
Continue via November, contact tower 124.850, thank you for the bye.
Lufthansa 7624, taxiing to holding point runway 18.
Lufthansa 7624 Frankfurt Apron, hello, you are supposed to hold short of November 5 until you are given the clearance by me to continue. Give way to a Lufthansa A320 from the right.
Right, ground crew's about to be clear. So don't do the after starts yet.
Lufthansa 25 uniform, hold short November 5.
Taxi.
Holding short of November 5, Lufthansa 5.
Right.
Lufthansa Cargo 8384, taxi to
That's where
holding
we
point
want the
runway
taxi
18 via
charts, don't get
November.
this wrong.
180 November, 838.
Lufthansa 7624, give way to another Lufthansa A320 from the right, thereafter taxi via November to holding point runway 18.
After Lufthansa, taxi to holding point runway 18, Lufthansa 764.
Lufthansa 12 India Golf, your mic seems to be stuck sometimes and you're only transmitting
That's why you
static
can't do
noise. Check your
fancy.
input please and you push the
This is hard work, this is.
Ja, tut mir leid, war nur gerade das Pushback-System, bin jetzt reingekommen, sorry.
Ja, pushback approved.
Apron, Lufthansa 964, ready for taxi.
Lufthansa 12 India Golf, pushback approved.
Nein, es war nur das Pushback-System, alles gut, es war nur ein Bug.
Ah, ja dann Report ready. Oder wann auch immer ready, pushback is approved.
Ja.
Lufthansa 964, taxi via November 5 and correction, via November 5, Lima, hold short of November 4.
Watch that, November 5, Lima and hold short November 4, Lufthansa 964. Alright, nice and easy, November 5 left and then hold short 4 here, so that's quite easy. So, straight ahead, right looks clear, and the left looks clear.
Lord 3 Kilo Fox, Frankfurt Apron, hello, if your voice, taxi November 11, Lima, hold short November 7, expect Alpha 14.
Expecting Alpha 14, November 11, Lima, and hold short November 7, Lord 3 Kilo Fox.
Oh dear, Christian.
Lufthansa 245,
Come on, not that
pushback
heavy.
approved, face west.
Pushback approved, face west.
Scandinavia correction. Lufthansa Cargo 8384, connect tower 124.850, bye-bye.
12485, Lufthansa Cargo 838. Good night.
Apron,
Lufthansa 33 Kilo, connect
brakes
tower
are
12485, bye-bye.
12485, Lufthansa 33 Kilo, schön abgetan.
So, bets now, when to start the second engine.
Lufthansa 5 Mike Hotel, pushback approved.
Lufthansa 5 Mike Hotel, push approved.
Scandinavia 686.
Excuse me.
State 6, hello, it looks like you turned the wrong way onto Lima. Taxi now November 10, hold short November.
November 10, link short November 686.
Apron Lufthansa 454 is
Right, I'm
ready
guessing he's
for,
waiting
taxi.
for us.
Lufthansa 454, taxi to holding point runway 25 center via Lima, hold short of November 4.
Taxiing to holding point 25 center via Lima and holding point November 4, Lufthansa 454.
And the station calling for push, second the call sign only.
Lufthansa 804.
Lufthansa 804, pushback approved.
So he's just about giving me enough clearance, thankfully.
Lufthansa 254 holding short of November 5.
Lufthansa 25 uniform, give way to the company on your left, then taxi to gate Alpha 23, straight ahead via November 5.
Giving way the company from left and continue straight ahead November 5 to gate Alpha 13, Lufthansa 254.
So he was an
Lufthansa
inbound.
9 Mike Whiskey, contact apron 121.
Right, well, I think that's enough. We've done enough for the company to start the second one, so that's off. That's on.
Lufthansa 964, contact apron 121, decimal 95, bye-bye.
November 11.
11995, Lufthansa 964.
Lufthansa 24, Papa apron, hello, taxi November 11, Lima, November 8, Alpha 6.
It's 195.
9 Mike Whiskey, taxi via Lima.
It's a hold short of November 4, which is what the clearance was. So HMO letter is starts. Apron hello, Lufthansa 964 on Lima, holding short of November 4.
Lufthansa 964, Frankfurt apron, hello. Continue taxi via Lima, hold short of November 3.
Continue on Lima, hold short of November 3, Lufthansa 964. Again, it's nice and easy again, straight ahead, and then just holding short of the next one.
Very good evening, Lufthansa 9 Mike Whiskey, taxi via Lima, hold short of
So let's start number 2, that's all good. That's good, we've got pressure starting number 2.
Good evening, continue taxi via Lima, hold short of November 3.
Continue via Lima, hold short of November 3, Lufthansa 9 Mike Whiskey.
Frankfurt apron, schönen guten Abend, DC-149, holding
Oh, it
short
would have done,
November.
Gav, yeah, absolutely.
DC-1449, Frankfurt apron, hello.
Yeah, no way it would have lasted this long.
Victor 124 via November.
So this is November 4, and
Taxi
hold
10,
short of the
Victor
next one.
124 via November, EC-1449.
So there's nice parallel approaches in use here.
Lufthansa 964, continue taxi, hold short of Lima 3.
Good to start it. Looks stable. Timer started. Alright, that's...
Lufthansa 964, continue taxi, hold short of Lima 3.
Continue and taxi, hold short of Lima 3, Lufthansa 964. Good, so we've got Lima 6, we know the force as well, we're going to hand for that one.
Continue taxi,
So
hold short
that's
of Lima 3.
done, that's done, that's done, that's off. And we've done the rest of it, so quick flight controls, full up,
Lufthansa 4 Mike Hotel, danke.
full down,
Service schön ab.
neutral,
Tschüss.
4 left,
Ciao.
4 rights, neutral,
Lufthansa 964, contact tower 119.9, bye.
119.9 Lufthansa 964. 119.
Lufthansa 9 disregard.
119.9. So just the rudder, 4 right rudder, 4 left rudder, and neutral.
This 3-1 Echo, welcome
That's
in
done.
Frankfurt. Straight ahead Mike 30,
done.
hold short 25
That's
center.
all on, that's good.
Mike 30, hold short 25 center, 3-1
That's
Echo.
done.
Runway 454, runway 25 left, clear to land. Wind is 220 degrees, 3
So
knots.
November 3 will be coming up with one of these. So quick taxi checklist, flight controls and
Runway
checks.
454, runway 25 left, clear to land. Wind 220 degrees, 3 knots.
Full, yeah, flight controls check, flap setting is config. Config 1.
Lufthansa 964.
Yeah, go ahead for Lufthansa 964.
Blocked, I think it was 9 Mike Whiskey also. I heard you. Break, Lufthansa 964. Lima 3, line up runway 25 center.
Lima 3, line up awaits 25 center, Lufthansa 964. Right, so we can give them the
9 Mike
clearance.
Whiskey in
So
sequence,
it's on
line
the
up
right
runway
here.
25 center behind the company 320.
So we've got about a minute, that's fine. So flaps in the config 1, FMA, line up blue, 1 FT2. Radar predicted wind shear is on.
Tower, good evening,
ECAMO
Lufthansa
is takeoff no
130
blues and
at
EFBs
25.
are stowed.
Lufthansa 1301,
connected.
hello, continue number 3.
So lights are on. That's done, that's done, that's done. Oh, checklist cabin is secure for takeoff. Takeoff runway is 25 centre. Line up only. TCAS is TAR8 and PAX 1 and 2 just to come. PAX 1 and 2 are... Ooh, it's a bit hard on the brakes. PAX 1 and 2 are off. Checklist completes. What's the frequency? 2155, I'd imagine.
Lufthansa 964, runway 25 center, clear for takeoff, wind 20 degrees, 3 knots.
Clear for takeoff, 25 cents, Lufthansa 964. 12, what was it? 12155.
Welcome to Frankfurt. Right turn Mike when able. So eastbound on Mike. Mike.
Shouldn't be faffing around with that.
6, hold short 25
Alright, take off. And at 3 minutes.
Ryanair 454, east side, Mike 6,
a little bit of wind from the left. So Manflex 60S SRS runway. Nobody's going to cross the runway. Thrust is set, 100 knots. E1 rotates. Positive climb, gear up.
Ryanair 454, change of plans, right turn
AP1.
Mike, Tango, hold short Tango 4.
When advised, okay.
Ryanair 454, right Mike, Tango 4. Swiss 1 Echo, cross 25 center, other side, right turn Lima, short November 11. Cross 25
Alright, thrust climb climbs, just holding S speed again while we do this turn.
Lufthansa 1 Echo Lima, 25 left, clear to land, wind 220 degrees, 3 knots.
Lufthansa 1 Echo Lima, 25 left, clear to land.
Lufthansa 964, departure 120-150, enjoy your flight, good night.
Departure 120.155, Lufthansa 964, thanks so much, have a good day.
120-150.
Sorry, 120.150, Lufthansa 964. So yeah, that confused me. It's 155 on the chart, and he said 150. Anyway, that's.
Tango climb flight level 130. Climb flight level 130, contact 2 for Papa Tango.
Lufthansa, Frankfurt departures, Lufthansa 964 on the Boca 3 Whiskey departure, passing 3,200, climbing flight level 70.
Question Lufthansa 964, Langen radar contact hello, climb flight level 80.
Climb flight level 80, Lufthansa 964. Right,
Lufthansa
so
89 Delta X-ray, climb flight level
130. Flight level.
Climb level 130 for Lufthansa 89 Delta X-ray. Corner 2 for Papa Tango, contact Langen 124.725. 124.725.
So standard setting cross jet, let's beat 0 blue. So after this one we can accelerate to 230. Green dot is... what was green dot? 213, something like that? Yeah, there we go, so that's fine.
Lufthansa 964, proceed direct Coupip.
Direct to Cupid, Lufthansa 964. Cupid. No, not that one. Cupid direct, that's fine, we can do that. So there's no speed constraint anymore because we're now off the SID. So there we go, manage speed. Through S speeds. Flap 0, speed check flap 0. Small is disarms. And
So from Seitenlander Delta X-ray contact Langen 125
over the lights.
125.2, thanks, Southland land.
It's gone. Wow, look at that. It's like a rock concert, isn't it? Alright, so if I missed anything, PAC's always off and start up. No, they're off takeoff, or the SOPs I'm using, they're basically off. I'm sure Lufthansa probably keep them on for departure, but who knows?
Lufthansa 964, climb flight level 100.
Flight level 100, Lufthansa 964. 100, 100 blue. Let's turn this FCU down a bit, it's a bit bright, that's a bit better. Where's the other one? There it is. Probably also turn these down to dim as well. Oh, not that way, that way. That's better. Good. So on our way. A little bit late going, but that was kind of expected due to the events. We took a bit of extra fuel just for that. Lots of traffic. I did have TCAS the other day. I did actually see TCAS. There we go. Speed out star. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, my TCAS is on. But yeah, I know some people are having problems seeing TCAS, but I've been seeing it on my one.
4,000. Lufthansa Cargo
I can tell you every German aircraft will let PACs on because of COVID. Yeah, you're probably right, Christian.
Radar, Lufthansa 905, good evening.
Yeah, it would surprise me. I did think that I was going to do it, but I just stick to what I know. The minute you go outside the sort of SOPs that you know is the time that you start buggering things up.
Lufthansa Cargo A384, climb flight level 110.
Flight level 110,
yes, we're an inbound aircraft.
Cargo A384.
Another inbound aircraft. So these are probably the inbounds, so this is why we kept down at flight level 100. Just because I'm sure there's traffic there probably at flight level 100, if not a bit higher. Some sort of bug. Oh, is yeah, is that one? Oh, there you go, he's suddenly appeared. So what range was that? He's appeared at 5 miles. Maybe it's a range thing, I don't know, maybe they have to be within a certain range now. So yeah, he's probably descending to flight level 110. Oh, excuse me.
Lufthansa Dynamic Whiskey Langen radar contact, hello, climb flight level 80.
Another runway down there, don't know where that is.
Lufthansa 964, climb flight level 130, contact Langen 124.725, tschüss.
Climb flight level 130 and Langen now 127.725. Lufthansa 964, have a good day, thanks very much.
Lufthansa 964, 124.725.
124.725, yep, that's it. Lufthansa 964, thanks, have a good day.
Get up.
That's what I said. Right, let's go. Thrust climb open, climb 130 blue. 124.725. This is where having the extra person helps.
Easy 11 Romeo X-ray, no speed restriction.
There are we, Massive.
Contact 24 Papa Tango, contact Rhein 134, that's
So let's go VS, just make sure we're not going conflict with anybody. Speed VS.
Good evening, Austrian 04, inbound Clearax flight level 318.
Maybe it's TCAS off, yeah, maybe.
Identified descent flight level 240, head of descent 2000 or greater.
240 and 2000 or greater, Austrian 04.
From the 5 Echo Mike, turn right, clear Kirax 3 Alpha, arrival.
Right, seems to be enough belts can go.
Block
repeat for 5 Echo Mike.
On the 5 Echo Mike, turn right direct Kirax, clear Kirax 3 Alpha arrival.
Direct Kirax, Kirax 3 Alpha Day arrival, Lufthansa 5 Echo Mike.
Hangar radar, good evening, Lufthansa 964, climbing for level 130, direct to Massey.
Number 964, long and identified, climb flight level 200.
Climb flight level 200, Lufthansa 964. Good, there we go, thrust climb, open climb 200 blue.
Number 9 Whiskey, long and identified, climb flight level 240.
Flight level 240,
Turkish 156, we confirm active runway at Düsseldorf is 23
Yeah, lots of traffic about.
Turkish 156, stand by, I call you.
I do quite like this. How many subscribers have I got? Yeah, oh, there we go. So I've got a special video to come out when I get 500 subscribers. So there you go. If you haven't subscribed already, guys, please press the subscribe button. And yeah, I've got like a little special video to sort of celebrate to come out. But obviously I won't release that until I actually hit the magic 500. So yeah, it's just a little bit of fun. It's nothing really to do with what I'm normally doing with this aircraft. It's just a bit of fun with the Airbus. So it's only about a 3 or 4 minute long video, so it's not very long. But yeah, hopefully once I get to 500 subscribers, I'll be able to sort of publish that. That'd be good. Video, not stream. No, it's not stream. No, it's going to be a video, dark. So it's literally a 3 minute. It's just a recording I've done. So I'm hoping it's because I've got a bit of music put to it, and I know it's not everybody's cup of tea music, and I know the song that I've chosen will probably not be everybody's cup of tea, but it's just going to be yeah, a very quick video just of me having a little bit of fun, putting the Fenix through its paces, I suppose. You're on Elmo Radar, his Twitch channel now, but he likes it when you call him Elmo. Oh, am I? Hey Elmo. Thanks for watching. It's a bit of the dog sneaking up on you, isn't it? Yeah. He does bloody scare the crap out of me when he barks and the doorbell goes. So. This is quite cool. There's a little bit of cloud there, but there's a little bit of light reflection. So that's really good. That's a really nice sort of visual to see. Because I mean, that's exactly what we'd see in real life. You know, to see the sort of cloud reflecting. Sorry, the light reflecting off the cloud. So you can sort of see the cities. So yeah, that's pretty good.
Turkish 156, correction, Turkish 155, descent flight level 100,
Alright,
landing 23 left.
Descending 100 at landing 23 left, thank you. Turkish 156.
Papa Lima Mike, correct arrival on 120 left minute, expedite descent.
108 and expedite descent, Papa Lima Mike.
Right, anyway, we've done all this. Never actually hard-tuned MTR, did I?
Option 014, when ready, continue descent, level 110.
Should have put MTR in really on that, never mind. So that's gone, that's gone.
110,
That's gone. Perf is all fine. Fuel, a little bit of extra fuel down the other end as expected. Secondary is copied. How's the physics? Do you mean the aviation? Do you mean the...
Thanks very
much, Monaco Unicom now. Lufthansa 964, thanks very much, have a good day. Unicom. I think I forgot to do this the other day, so try and remember it. Right, there's Unicom. We want 340 for the cruise. Can't see anybody getting in the way. He's over there, but that's fine. We should be above him. We do manage climb. There we go. Thrust climb, 340 blue. Good. Let's calm down a bit. So how's the physics? Do you mean the flight physics? You changed the cost index, yeah, I might have missed it. No, I don't. I haven't, Gav. But then I bet I bet.
Meow.
Yeah. Oh God, here we go. That's what happens on guard. Yeah, I bet Lufthansa don't change their cost index in the climb.
Yeah.
That's just an EasyJet thing. Don't forget. So yeah, I've got no idea what Lufthansa would do. I don't even know what their cost index is, to be honest. Christian would know. What's the cost index, Christian? You'd know this. Is that Cologne? I think that might be Cologne off the nose. Yeah. Oh god. It's like real world this. I mean, as soon as you're sort of flying on VATSIM in the evening, there's all the bloody children wake up.
Yeah.
Oh, you lot are as bad as bloody real life. Shut up. Honestly. That bloody told them, didn't it?
Yeah.
Cup of tea. Well, I've got a squash in front of me. I needed that squash. It varies a lot, does it? Yeah.
Meow.
Oh, fucking hell. Really? Have I got to put up with this for the next bloody hour and a half to Glasgow? If there's ever a reason not to be flying this time of evening, it's because of these bloody knobheads. This is why I like flying in the daytime and there's not children up and about. When would you choose between managed climb and open climb as compared to X-Plane? I've got no idea because I've never flown X-Plane. Short haul's can have a very low one from 5 up to 30. Yeah, so I suppose it's similar to EasyJet, really, Christian, isn't it? In that respect.
Bravo Alpha Mike, approach runway 23 at the sort of.
Yeah, so when would you use managed or open climb? I just sort of touched on this the other day. So whenever you're sort of on the SID, go away. So we've just passed a Barker now, really, haven't we? Yes, we've just passed that. So whenever you sort of pass the SID, you can sort of effectively use managed climb. If you're on the SID and there are climb constraints, like you can see a few here, but if there's a few here at like flight level 90 or whatever, you don't really want to use managed climb because if ATC were to clear you up to flight level 200 like they did to me and you went managed climb on the SID with a constraint, it's not going to like it very much. It's going to sort of say 90 magenta, and although it would probably do it, it's just not looking like it should do. So really, once you're off the SID and away from the constraints, you can use managed climb because that way it doesn't really make any difference because it's not actually trying to target anything. But anytime you're on the SID, probably either just use open climb if you've been cleared to a flight level above any constraints, and VS. You can always use VS as well, just because that's that's just going to minimise the vertical speed, especially if you've got traffic around as well. I was on Heathrow VATSIM a few days ago and there's a full-on argument for some meowing in a hatch.
Mayday.
What is wrong with these people? I mean, the thing is, they don't even sound that young. They don't sound like they're 13-year-olds.
Mayday, this is World Travel 730.
These are the people that do this in real life. That's what's sad.
OF4.
I know I can't talk too much when I trolled Gav with his landing in Lisbon the other week, but that was a little bit of fun, really. This is just a nuisance.
Got left around there, 310, short final runway 14 left.
Right, where am I going? Where are we going? Glasgow. No, we're going to Edinburgh. We're going to Edinburgh, aren't we? To Glasgow yesterday. So where am I? Is that me? No, that's not. Where am I? I'm up near Cologne, aren't I? So I must be here somewhere. Is that me? There it is, me. I found me. I found myself. So there's no more. No, there's no more controllers. London controls on, but that's it. We're probably not going to get much more control after this. Maybe if Edinburgh is online, but possibly not. Someone going to get one. Yeah, but how would you know they are? I like the idea of VATSIM should be a bit less stricter. It's worse than reality. It's a sun. But this is not the way I want it to be. No, it's there's a fine line, Christian, isn't there? I think if you just have a bit of fun with somebody, or play a bit of music when somebody's trying to land or something, if you're just on Unicom and it's not during an event or whatever, then I think you can you can have a little bit of discretion there on that. But I mean, there's bloody farmyard noises. I mean, when I told Gav this went on, Gav didn't believe me. But I mean, this is it, Gav, if you're still watching. This is exactly what it's like on guard. It's over France as well. It's always over bloody France. You know, it doesn't happen in the UK. But then saying that, I have been down to Nats in Swanwick, and there we go. I mean, I can't whinge too much because I did that. But yeah, no, I've been down in Nats in Swanwick a few times, and it's the military that look after guard. So there's a military division that look after the guard frequency, which we monitor. Should be monitoring that one. Right, I'm bored of you. I wonder if there's any grown-ups on company. Right, hopefully that shut them all up. Yeah, so I've seen it. When somebody transmit on guard frequency, there's triangulation. So, and like I said, the military, the RAF monitor this in the UK. So, if somebody's transmitted on guard, there's a number of triangulation points across the sort of UK, and they know within seconds of where that call's coming from. I mean, it doesn't pinpoint it exactly, but it's close enough when you know where the aircraft are in the sky, because obviously they're not that close to each other. So, and if you start pissing around on guard in the UK, then you know they will know it's you very, very, very quickly, and they probably know in France as well. They just don't care, or it's people on the ground. Or I suspect it's not actually people that are flying, because you know, of course, most of us are actually a lot more responsible than that. I suspect it's somebody with a very powerful transmitter on the ground doing it, so they can't actually triangulate that, unfortunately. But yeah, this is what we have to deal with in real life. There's 500 to go, so I forgot to say that. Yeah, just children, unfortunately. Just dealing with children. Where are we going? Where's... I don't know, Amsterdam's up here somewhere. There we go. What time are we landing? That's the interesting thing. 10:45. Yeah, so my missus might have gone to bed by then. That's fine. I don't care, I can stay up. I could do what I want tonight. In fact, I could sleep in the bed behind me if I really had to. All on bloody strike. Yeah, well, it's not the French, it's the children in France. Right, out cruise, that's done. And that's on below. There we got, so 34, 36. We can do any sort of height, really. That's fine, that's done. Fuel-wise, got a little bit of extra fuel. Actually, there's something else I've got to do. Can't actually remember now. So, engines are still good. Bleed's good. Pressure's fine. Electrics are good. Hydraulics, fuel, what do we got? So, use 1700s. 47 and 17 is what that's 564. So, 64, a little bit of imbalance. That makes sense because. We did single engine taxi, so yeah, that makes sense. Let's have a look at the fuel balance, and let's have a look, see if it actually works, and not lose an engine. So I'll do it properly this time, eh, Gavin? So yeah, fuel's good, APU is good, conditions good, doors are good, wheels they're fine, flight controls are good as well. Let's have a quick look at the weathers. So there you go, over the top of Amsterdam. How is the rest of the routes? So I fly the USA in the evenings, it's daytime there and nobody's on. Okay, Daz. Yeah, I was going to do that, I was going to fly on in America. But, you know, stupidly, the idea of actually a load of VATSIM being online, I thought might be quite interesting, but unfortunately there's obviously a lot of kids about. Can't see much, I don't think the moon's out tonight. The moon's obviously on the other side of the planet. The Milky Way? Might be the Milky Way up there. Yeah, very dark night. Good night for star spotted. We see loads of meteors. There's the plough. So that's very good. So I haven't seen this before in the sim. All these stars. Yeah, so the moon must be, you know, down there somewhere on the other side of the planet. Right, let's get some weathers. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, my curry is repeating on me. That's weather request. Let's have a look at Amsterdam. That's not sure. Could have had Toga takeoff. After the final load sheet, I got flex number 44. It's not quite Toga, but close enough. Yeah, it's pretty close, Sean. It's not too far away at all. What is it? 29 plus ice is the Neo, isn't it? Yeah, shit. What's the CEO? I'll have to have a look at that. I can't remember. What the minimum flex temp is for the CEO. I'll have to have a look. I can't remember what TREF is. Anyway, Amsterdam is 240 at 9. Okay, so yeah, Amsterdam's the header points. We can get in there if we need to. Let's have a quick look at Heathrow. Let's have Heathrow, Birmingham and Manchester. I think that'd be good bolt holes if we need them. Right, gonna go call the wife. She's come home. I think it's to find my training captain. It's crapped in the bath. Peter, one of the girls was. Oh dear. God. Oh, poor George. He's gonna have to start hiding. Oh. Yeah, that's not good. Sorry, Gav. Well, at least you haven't got to be there to deal with it. Anyway, Heathrow's good. Light winds, no cloud detected, so yeah, that's fine. That's all as we expect. Right, Birmingham is Cavalcade. Yeah, that's fine. Nothing there to worry about. And Manchester. So, still not got 500 subscribers. I'm not going to get 40 subscribers or 30 or 35 subscribers in this stream, but there we go. In fact, I don't think I've finished the video. I still need to finish it. Manchester, light southerly winds, good. Cat 1, yeah, that's fine. So good. So all the weather's fine. A little bit late leaving, but we knew that because of the offence. Company message, that'll just be the delay. So I wonder if I can actually put the real delay codes in, and that would confuse the hell out of them. Send ADC for 9 minutes. So we said 3 minutes down to maybe 6 minutes for congestion and 3 minutes just down to boarding, really. Delay codes. Is it 83? I can't remember what's. Use 14 as passenger convenience. I think. Was it 16? No, use 31. Aircraft documentation late. Yeah. Delay code. 31, 3 minutes. I think it's 83 or 81. 89, that was it. I knew it was one of them. I don't know where this information goes, but whoever reads that is not going to have a clue what it's talking about. Send. Yeah. These are the real delay codes that we use. Not the first officer George, but the training captain. Oh, the cat. Oh, whoops. Oh, is Jasper? Oh, Jasper outranks George. Okay, fair enough. See you later, Gav. Yeah, it's in a bit. Well, I suppose he's a cat, isn't it? Cats outrank anything, really. Right, let's have a quick look at this fuel balancing procedure. I don't really need to do it, it's only a couple hundred kilos, but let's have a quick look just so we can do it. It'll be interesting to see how it actually works. There's a QRH. As soon as we've got a bit of time, just have a look at these things. Right, fuel imbalance. Let's pick a CO just so I'm doing the right one. Right, so let's see if we can zoom in and out. So fuel already got 140 kilos in balance. So fuel balance, QRH procedure, fuel on board check. Says caution, a fuel imbalance may indicate a fuel leak. Do not apply this procedure if a fuel leak is suspected. So we need to double check this company message. I'll come back to you in a second. So what's that? 1940. That's too many numbers for me to work out. 4460 plus 1950. There we go. 6410. That's pretty much what we left with. So I don't think there's any leak. So the fuel crossfeed. Fuel crossfeed is on. It should go green. There you go. That's turned green. The centre tank pump 1 and 2 off. There's no fuel in the centre tank anyway, but we turn them off. So we're going to get an ECAM caution for that because we've done it. Oh, hello, buddy. I'm talking about first officer's mine just turned up. Okay, it's not done anything. No, fine. Oh, there we go. Yeah, see, I told you that would come up. So this is us. That's caution, but we can sort of disregard that because we've done that. Then it says on the lighter side, fuel pumps off. So if my basic workings out are correct, the lighter side would be the left side. Fuel pumps off. So let's have a look. Let's see if we don't get the engine to go. Hello, buddy. You alright? You got bored downstairs. What, are they watching Hocus Pocus 2 or some bollocks like that, aren't they? So, okay. So yeah, ECAM's popped up. That's fine. We've done all this. This has been deliberately done by us. We're just going to disregard this for a second. And when the fuel's balanced, the all fuel pumps back on and the crossfeed back off. So we've got the engines are still running. So now all the fuel, we've turned the fuel pumps off on the left hand side. There's no fuel in the centre tanks anyway, but we've basically turned the crossfeed open. So engine 1 and engine 2 is now taking fuel from the right hand side only. So as soon as this balance is off, we can turn these back on, and then the all these pumps back on and the crossfeed off. ADC Diglo goes directly to Elon Musk to feed Twitter with more useless information. Catwist definitely rules. Yeah, I had that, I bet. What star are we expected for 2-4? I shall let you know in a second. Desktop on the EFB, you find those codes. Yeah, no, I have seen it. Kind of what I was getting at, Michael, is they've got their Fenix have got their own delay codes here, but we don't use these in real life. We've got about 90 of them that we actually use. So I've sent delay codes that we use in real life just because I can. They probably don't understand any of it, but there we go. So I've used it. I mean, you can look at this if you search, if you Google IATA delay codes. I'm using the codes that are in that. So if you just Google IATA delay codes, that's what I'm using. Right, so even though it says things here, it's saying about engine mode selector ignition, because it is kind of implying that, you know, these fuel pumps are off now with sort of a gravity fuel condition. We're not really, because the fuel is still being siphoned from the right hand side pump. So we basically disregard this. We're not going to do this whilst we do this procedure. So we're just going to sort of disregard it until the sort of fuel has been balanced. And it takes a few minutes. You know, it's not the quickest thing in the world. So just need to monitor it. A little bit of high level cloud around now. And we're over the top of Amsterdam. There it is. Amsterdam looks nice and clear. I'm sure they're using 1.8 rights, which they usually use. Bet you'll blame ATC. Yeah, well, yeah. Should be all. why did it get imbalanced? Because I did single engine taxi, Chris. So because I did single engine taxi. Yeah, we had engine 1 running for a few minutes longer than engine 2's. Of course, no fuel was being taken from the right-hand side tank because the engine wasn't running. So more fuel was being taken from the left-hand side. So there was just a tiny little bit of imbalance there. And you wouldn't normally do this. Like you wouldn't do a fuel imbalance procedure for like 100 kilograms. You know, my personal limit is 400. You know, when we get an imbalance of 400 kilograms, which is basically 10 minutes worth of fuel. You know, then I'll start going. Let's balance the fuel out. But yeah, 400 is sort of my personal limit. But there's no real sort of set value on that. All right, so now we've got about 20 kilograms to go. I'm going to go downstairs in a second just to grab a little pudding. Once I've done this, of course. From which tank is the APU fed from? So the APU has its own independent fuel pump. It depends on the aircraft. I think they might have changed it a little bit. I'm trying to remember. No, that's not the view I wanted. Ugh. Now let me just sort of try and get back to how we were. Right, there we go, 440. So once that's fuel, pumps can go back on. Right, they've all gone green. That's all looking good, and the fuel cross feed can go off, and that should close. There it is. It's closed. So that's it. The fuel balance schematic checklist is complete, and ECAM has cleared itself. So yeah, the APU, and I'm trying to remember. I think it varies between the NEOs and the CEOs. Maybe I can't quite remember the exact. I have to look at the FCOM, but I'm fairly sure the APU's either got its own independent pump or it takes fuel from one of the lines. It uses one of. No, I don't know. I can't quite remember. I think it's just got its own independent pump. And then when you turn the APU on, oh, like that. That's a stupid view. There we go. So yeah, when you turn it on, it basically energizes the pump, and it takes fuel out of the left wing tank on all of them. I think. Actually, I'll have to double check that. I'm trying to think. Does any of them take it out of the center tank pumps? This is what I mean. You know, each aircraft, NEOs and CEOs and stuff, they can be a little bit different sometimes. So have a quick look at the FCOM. Because I can't actually. I don't want to say specifically, and then make a fool of myself because it's wrong. APU controls. Where's the? Yeah, maybe this must be in fuel. Where's the fuel architecture? That'll tell me. Procedures. No, not procedures. FCOM systems. Fuel. Right, so what's that? Is that all of them? Oh no, that's. Oh, even the fuel diagram isn't that clear. I'm fairly sure on the CEO it just scavenges the fuel from the left wing tank. The sort of the fuel gallery is in the plumbing. The APU fuel pipe goes down the left-hand side of the center tank pump. Obviously, if there's no fuel in the center tank, it won't take fuel from there. So, and the crossfeed will be closed on the ground as well. So it then naturally take it from the left-hand wing tank. The pump's a bit further back actually, so it's probably just something. There's an opening somewhere in the wing where it can take the fuel from. Are they all? I'm sure they're not all like that though. Yeah, so the 321 is slightly different, but then they've got jet pumps. Yeah, no, I'm fairly sure it was all from the left wing tank. Oh yeah, so if you click on the microphone right next to the FO, you'll get rid of it. Yeah, it will. Yeah, that's it. They have their own pump. No, yeah, it does have its own pump. I was just trying to remember where the plumbing goes. Effectively, I thought on some of them they sort of went into the size where the sense tank doesn't make sense because the fuel's not always in the sense tank. So yeah, I think it's naturally from the left-hand side. But how it gets the fuel, like I don't think the pump is in the wing tank like the fuel pumps are for the engine. The engine pumps from the wing tank. I think the APU pump is further down the plumbing somewhere, and it just siphons fuel out of probably a hole. There's probably a hole somewhere, or the bottom of the fuel pumps, I can't quite remember, and it just siphons it out, and then it just goes through the fuel gallery and then back into the APU. So yeah, I can't quite remember how the plumbing works, but I'm fairly confident it's all from the left wing tank. Right, I'm just going to go off the air for a second. I'm just going to go downstairs, double check on the missus, and go and grab something to eat. But I'll be back in a second. Right, I'm back, guys. I just saw the missus, she's finished her film Hocus Pocus 2, which apparently is absolute crap. And they said, oh, what time are you finished? I said, I'm going to be finished at about 11:15. And she then had a big whinge. So I'm like, well, you did say I've got the evening free. Sorry. Tough. I have to deal with it. Right, pardon me while I just eat my mousse. I just turn the microphone off. I can do that, I think I wasn't realising that. I was going to turn the microphone off just while I eat this and I'll be back in a second. Right, yeah, I'm back. Have I got failures on? I do, Daz. Yeah, I do have the failures on. I always have those on. I try and make sure it's on. So all unrealistic, because obviously if I get something, then I should be able to deal with it. There are obviously some complex failures which are probably a bit easier when there's two of you, but I should still be able to deal with this in the sim. What was I going to say? It's Rotten Tomatoes. I won't be doing that HD. Yeah, I mean, what she watches, I don't care. So yeah, here is it. Michael says the fuel pump's obviously different to the 7.3 they are. Hey Ryan, if you're still watching. Somebody said, what the arrival am I doing? I am doing... I'm going to do a shortcut in a second. AgPeg 1 Echo, I think it is. Let's get those charts up, really. Yeah, come on. I might cut the... Should I cut the corner? Could do, can I? It's not going to save anything, it's fine, just leave it. Not Glasgow. Not departure, arrival, AgPeg, there we go. It was a bit easier, there's not as many approach charts as there were in Frankfurt. Ground charts. So where did this park earlier? So it was a real world flight, so it did actually fly earlier on. Apparently it parked in Bravo 25, according to the Google. So down here, was it? Oh, that's the gate it left. That's interesting. What gate did I leave? I was on Alpha 25, was I? So I didn't quite get the same stand. It's probably taken anyway. Bravo 25, so where was that? It was... No, it was there. I wasn't too far, actually. There you go. The real life Frankfurt Edinburgh left from there. I probably could have had that stand, actually. I don't think it was taken. I might have been. So yeah, I wasn't too far away from where it was in real life. In Edinburgh. I've got no idea where it's going to park. Anywhere. It doesn't really matter, does it? One of them is... One's a domestic side, I think. I can't quite remember. Probably somewhere around there. There's not many stands to get anyway, so it doesn't matter. So yeah, AgPeds. So no, we're in via AgPeds, are we? No, we must be coming up here and then along there. 260, and then Tartan. And we probably just have to radar vector ourselves. There is a procedure there from Taller. But unfortunately the star doesn't really go to Taller. Taller's sort of over here somewhere, I think. So traffic. Yep, TCAS out of control. So who's that? That was a little bit close, mate, wasn't it? Was that really that necessary? Who are you? Speedbird doing exactly the same. Is that... Oh. Is that you, Ryan? You trolling me? TCAS works. Yeah, I think that's Elk. Is that Elk? Or Ryan? What was I doing before I was rudely interrupted? Yeah, so AgPeg, Haven, Tartan. I do want to have a look at this. let's see what we've got in here. So there's the via Tala. I can put this in, but it's not really what I'm doing. So yeah, that sort of goes Tartan. I'll tell you what, let's just put this in. We can amend it a little bit. So from Tartan we just go to the 028 X-ray waypoint. Depends who's online really, but at least there's a procedure there we can follow. Let's have a look at the weather. It was fine earlier. Oh, I got really bad sort of, not indigestion. We've got ATIS. So we're going to ATIS online. Sorry, ATC online. So it looks like we do. I don't know whether they're going to be online when we get there. Oh, they've got grounds. Okay. So grounds on, but nobody else. So runway 24. Yeah. Service wind is 20 at 11. Pyreegue, 14 degrees, QNH 1009. Alright, I've actually put this on standard. Oops. There you go. So just off the sort of eastern coast now of the UK. That's over there. London will be over here somewhere. Has Ryan disappeared? He's got ahead of me. Don't know. How far do we got to go down? So what's that? Just over about, I don't know, 16-17 minutes till we start going down. I haven't done a fuel check, have I? Should have done that. Alright, leg room. I knew I hadn't done something. Right, leg room, we got 3.6. Leg route is 53 minutes, and we took about half a ton plus another 200, so it should be about 3.6-ish. So 53 minutes and 3.6, 54, far off, and 3.6, yeah, we're not spot on for the fuel. I'll go medium actually, it's not the longest runway in the world. So it's a pretty straightforward approach. We just get to Tartan 70 there, and then we just basically follow the procedure, which doesn't really go from Tartan, goes from Tala, but similar sort of place, just go around the arc. So that's 6,000, 4,000, then finally down to 3,000. There's the number 2. Oh yeah. If the India Tango Hotel do means lost. Okay, 3,000. Yeah, 3,000 platform anyway. So India Tango Hotel's the ILS. Dimix co-located with that. Mr. Switch comes straight to 3,000s. MSA, worst case 4,000 to the south. A bit of high terrain there. 3 degrees, minimum's 300. So pretty straightforward. Configure sort of 220 knots. 180 knots, flat 1 round here, flat 2 somewhere on the glide. Gear down and flat 3 and 4 shortly after that. Use a flat 4, need a mortar brake, try and get off at Bravo. Bravo down Alpha, and then any of the stands if ATC on the right, they would tell us. So yeah, only 2,500 metres. Quick look at the performance. 2-4, it is dry. What's the landing weights? So disregard that. 57, 58 plus 2.5, 60, say 61 tons. Need a motor brake. Auto reverse, flat 4. There we go, 1400 metres, yeah, 1600 factored. So that should be fine. So basically intervene, speed intervene button on this, something basically selects speed in the Airbus as opposed to managed speed. Okay. Yeah, I don't know anything about the 73, so that's one thing I'm not very good at. I do quite fancy, like, if PMDG released their 747, you know, I would definitely be tempted to get that. I mean, that is one of the aircraft which I do like. 747. I know they've got the Salty, I do have the Salty mod, I've not really flown it to be honest, because it's not quite all there, is it? I think it's reasonably good, but I know PMDG was always a decent mod. So yeah, I could potentially do that at some point in the future if they ever release it. Hopefully the landing will be okay today. I did some practice crosswind landings and they weren't too bad. You know, I've adjusted my sensitivities to try and make it a little bit better. So I've sort of found it a little bit sluggish in roll, so I've changed the sensitivities so it's a bit more responsive in roll. It's a little bit over responsive in pitch, I think. I think it's just me, I don't think it's the sensitivities, I just think it's me. I'm not just quite used to how the aircraft's flying, I can't feel it. So yeah, I just need to keep practicing, I think, with the sort of the settings I've got. Will we see in the free? Probably not dark, no. The only reason is it's going to be probably quite a complex aircraft, and I don't know. I don't know if I'm that interested in flying it, to be honest. It just seems a bit too much hard work. I know the PMDG 747 is equally just as complicated, but I kind of enjoy that a bit more, I think. Right, where are we? Somewhere. It's going to be all the military bases up here, isn't it? Birmingham, Manchester, Newcastle. What's Newcastle doing? So I need some music to play in the background. So Newcastle looks alright, 2409, is it? Cat 1, 13 degrees, 1013, good. Well, at least they've all shut up on Unicom anyway. I've just got out of range. Yeah, it's a bit more archaic, Sean, I think, the 737. A few more buttons to press. I suppose we've got like pushy buttons for that wind farm. I mean, they should be flashing, shouldn't they, really? That's a wind farm, as we discussed the other day. No, that side. Yeah, if that's a wind farm, they should be flashing, but I suppose we can forgive them if they haven't quite got that correct. So there's a boat down there. Some sort of boat, tanker. Quite nice to actually see these things. It's very interesting. How are the cabin lights in the I don't think they are. No, I don't think they are, Michael, to be honest. It's going to go out. Yeah. Can you do it in the app? I mean, normally, obviously, the lights that you dim, they're all done on the FAP, which is the forward attendant panel. And this has actually got a very old school one. Obviously, the ones we use a lot more modern. This is an old school one, and there'll be a light somewhere. Dims, there you go, sort of entries, cabin, and you'll be able to dim these down. So yeah, this is very old, this one, but none of these work, obviously. What if they work on the FB? Sim settings. Cabin lights. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, that's dark. Yeah, I mean that's a bit too dark, isn't it, really? When you can't see a thing. I mean, that's quite spooky. Where am I looking? Oh, so you can turn the lights off. That's not. Can't dim them. There we go. That's better. Yeah, I can't dim them, unfortunately. Used to be full brightness in the previous. Yeah, I think it's still full brightness. Hope the toilet will work soon. Let's press that vacuum flush button. Well, what is it Gav's got? Gav's got something, hasn't he? Got that mod, and every now and again, sort of every few minutes, you just hear the flush go off in the background. It's very interesting. I mean, I never hear the flush in real life. You don't hear it when you're sat here. I've got noise cancelling headphones anyway, but I mean, you don't hear the flush behind you. It's not that noisy. It's only if you start going out in the back that you would do. Should really be down. There might be dims cabin lights. Well, I know some. Is it some liveries, haven't it? What's this one got? Oh yeah, this has got the Fenix logo on the cabin. But I know some cabin or some liveries I think have got the correct cabin interiors as well. I haven't quite seen that yet. I don't think any of the ones I've flown have, but yeah, they're quite good. Looks like we've still got a bit of ATC on. Still just ground by the looks of it. There's a fuel arrivals. So 1, 2. There's a British Airways. Okay, looks like I might be just ahead of the British Airways. So what, just so I don't get in his way, I might just speed up a little bit. Here's 78. Right, I'm not too sure why it was whinging that it was a too steep path. So until Akaped. I've tried pushing the oxygen test button for a few minutes and check if the pressure goes down. No, I haven't. Yeah, buddy. Doc's VATSIM. No, I haven't actually. I haven't, to be fair. So it's a doors page. So it'll be 1800. You'd probably have to stand there for a long time. This is where it'd be nice if Fenix could just introduce a few things. Hello, buddy. You're right. Like you know, like the engine oil. oxygens, things like this. No, it's still on 1800. Yeah, if the engine oil was a little bit less than what it should be. You know what I mean? Good boy. Yeah, just sort of consumables, I suppose. Just consumables a little bit lower than what they normally are. I mean, engine oil quantities are usually somewhere between sort of 12 and 16 quarts, usually. On most aircraft, it's, you know, sometimes get a little bit lower, but they're not usually as high as 18 or 19. That's pretty high for an engine. Tested the temperature in the cabin, cockpit with the open doors. -15, nothing happens inside temperature windows and doors open. Too bad. Yes. Yeah, it's not quite that advanced, is it? I don't think. I mean, yeah, it's fair. It's obviously not going to simulate every single little detail. Right, I was looking at cockpit. Oh, yes, 260 by cockpit. It's just in case he does stay on. Probably won't, but just in case he does. Frequency is 12175. Done. I've had this from the update. Too steep path, Mac 2, it seems to be an issue at the moment. Just had to use the open descent to the waypoint after. Yeah, no, somebody did say that, Sean, actually. Somebody did say that to me, I think yesterday. He said, oh, have you seen it? And I said, well, you know, it doesn't usually appear unless there's a problem. So yeah, I think there is a known issue. That's fine. I mean, yeah, I'm just going to put 260 in by Agped. That'll be fine. So, yeah, I mean, to be honest, I don't really pay too much attention to when it says that anyway, because we can usually sort it out manually without too many problems. Idea when any of this is north coast of England somewhere. And up here is probably Newcastle. That's probably Newcastle up there. Haven't they mentioned to have some simulated sunglasses? Yeah, well, somebody said to me they're going to simulate the active noise reduction headsets. I mean, that would be pretty cool. Was that recently, Dark? That was a couple of days ago. Oh dear. Tried twice to land in poor weather for it over on the runway the third attempt. See, I mean, yeah, I don't know what their manuals say, but I mean our manual, our Bible, which is called OMA, which is our operator's manual, which has basically got the legal stuff in. You know, our rules are effectively after the second attempt. You know, if you haven't landed on your second attempt, and both reasons are due to the weather, then you divert. So you know, we get 2 attempts to do it. And that's been pretty much the same as every airline I've been at. So we wouldn't make a 3rd attempt if the weather has prevented us from getting in. So yeah, if they've made 2 attempts to land in bad weather and then a 3rd one and then they've crashed, I mean, could well be, might be against their SOPs. So naughty. And of course their SOPs may not say that, I don't know. They might be a bit more relaxed. Even so, you think after 2 attempts in crap weather, you would just give up and go somewhere else. Manchester, probably. Yeah, that's probably Manchester over there. Yeah, trying to get the bearings. Leeds is over here somewhere. That's probably Manchester. some little runway. So it's the only thing with the other thing which I sort of notice is you can't see runways, like you can't see the blue lights. You can't really see the runways that clearly from this sort of height. If you're looking straight down the runway, kind of like you're doing here, you might sort of see a little bit, maybe the approach lights, but you don't see them that well. You certainly don't see the blue lights really that clearly either. Yeah, the sort of lighting on the ground is maybe a little bit too bright for my liking. It should really sort of be doled out. I don't know how you do that, but yeah, you won't really see it quite as well as you do here. So we've got about 6 or 7 minutes till we start going down. I think there was an issue with the throttle settings which wasn't noticed on the go around. Okay. Yeah, technical defect maybe. Yeah, I'd have to have a look. I'm sure it's on Av Herald. Av Herald are usually pretty good for these things, these sort of reports. Right, what's that in? 21. What did I say? 21:47. Yeah, that's about right. We haven't done this yet, have we? Alright, 300 is minimum. Now it's QNH1009. 14 degrees. Well, it's really warm weather, isn't it, for Scotland? 23011, so it's pretty much straight down the strip. Good. There we go, that's done. That page is fine. It's last minute chat. Yeah, good. That's in. That's done. India Tango Hotel. 44. Good. Done. Fuel, a little bit of extra fuel down the other end. That's what we wanted. And secondary gears just a copy. I feel like this British Airways is trying to beat me. Almost level with me, but I've got a bit of a better route, I think. It'll be interesting, it'll be conflicting traffic, I'm sure. Maybe his atmosphere and sim becomes more volumetric. They can add realistic haze. Yeah, I suppose that's, yeah, it could be what they could do, Lee. What's the craziest divert you've heard a flight making due to weather, go-arounds, etc.? I remember during Storm Eunice, Dreamliner diverted from Heathrow to Geneva. Yeah, I've heard BA have done that. They went from, was it Heathrow to Munich, I think? You know, it was like a 777. It was a long-haul aircraft, and it was during one of the storms. Instead of going to Heathrow, they just carried on to Munich. That seemed a bit nuts. I know some of our flights, I don't remember me doing any specifically, but you know, some have sort of got into our base, have gone to like places like Paris. I remember seeing an Aer Lingus once on the radar. They were doing like a Dublin, I think they were doing a Dublin Gatwick, or Dublin Heathrow, I can't remember the exact one it was. But they were coming in and they didn't even make an approach. They just held for half an hour, 45 minutes, and then they just went back to Dublin. So yeah, I was surprised about that. They didn't even give it a go. You know, which is, I don't want to say naughty, but you know, some aircraft were getting in. You know, and you're kind of paid to give it a go, really. I mean, we're trying to get people to where they want to go, and you've got to at least attempt it. I mean, if it's really bad and you just can't get in, you can't get in. But you know, to not even start the approach was, I think, a little bit lazy. Obviously, I wasn't flying that day, but so it's hard for me to say. But yeah, it did surprise me a little bit that they just weren't even bothering. There we go. It's, what they do is their decisions. Right, so there should be a British Airways somewhere around here somewhere. And it's the same flight that was, wasn't it? 22, 24. Literally got exactly identical. Identical ETAs. No idea what happened. I had to go 20 minutes. I apologise for I was an inconvenience. Oh, you are the Speedbird. Oh, you were behind me at one point, I swear. Oh, somebody else now. Okay. Oh, there you are. Yeah, you know you are behind me. Okay. Yeah, no, don't worry, Ryan. It's fine. No, there's another one. There's another British Airways off our left-hand side, coming up from Heathrow. I've got a funny feeling he's going to be getting in the way. Anyway, let's tell you what. Let's go high speed. .79/320. And 260. 260 is what we want for Akbed. Right, manage speed. Let's start going down. Edinburgh traffic, Lufthansa 964, descending flight level 260, speed level at Akbed for the Akbed's 1 Echo arrival for runway 24 in Edinburgh. Right, fuel's transferring. It's going from the outers to the inners. That's looking good. So last little fuel check. 3.5 plus 2.8 is, what's that? 5. 6. Yeah, 6463. That's fine. There's no leaks. How you doing, Captain? Very good. Look at that beautifully lit flight deck. Yeah, yeah. It's fine in the cruise. You know. It's just, you know, it's at night. It is when I'd be saying now, right, romantic mood. That's how we want it. Oh, why ain't you got going down? Right, thrust descent, thrust idle descent, 260 blue. FMAs. Tiny bit high. Might be able to catch it up, kill some fairies. Appease the wife. I'm off to bed. Up early tomorrow. Have a good landing. See you later, Gav. Yeah. Have a good day tomorrow at work. Got to earn the money, haven't we? Right, from 260, then 70 is Tartan. I'll put that in now. because it's all constraints. So, 70 is blue. And speed out start. Shouldn't really be going. Yeah, just keep on going. It's better. Alright, speed des 70 blue. Right, this guy hasn't said anything on Unicom yet. My rationale is if nobody says anything on Unicom, I'm just going to barge in front of you. Whoever you are. So 250 knots by Haven supposedly, and 230. We'll just do this procedure. Yeah, still got the ground online, which is nice. Right, we still haven't loaded him, so I'm just going to go direct tartan, cut the corner a bit. There you go, it's direct tartan. So just cutting this corner a little bit, going straight there, because he's coming up this way. Of traffic. It's like Ryanair. So I think if you use the VFR map, I think you can see the traffic on that as well. You just can't see who it is. So there's the BA. So I'm trying to race him up to Tartan, so I've kind of got the inside line. Are you considering putting probably not Lee? No, I haven't got the money for that. That would be turning into a proper full-on cockpit. So no, sadly not. I mean, it'd be great to have something like that because it would save me using the mouse. I could just use the FCU, but yeah, that's probably well outside my budget at this stage. Just had the best burger, new takeaway, all nice. Yeah, I'm still very full after my curry, which was very good, very nice. We shattered after staying up with Gavin's stream last night. See you later, J-Hawk. Yeah, have a good night, mate. So again, don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. Once I get to 500 subscribers, I've got a little sort of special video just to sort of publish. It's only like a 3 or 4 minute long one, but it's just to say thank you, really. So just me having a little bit of fun in the Fenix for a few minutes. So yeah, we'll publish that once I've got to the 500 subscribers, which was set another 34, 36 people to go. Are you doing a Scottish accent? I can't do either, Daz, to be honest. My Scottish is very bad. Scottish, that's about all I can say in Scotland. Scottish. Okay, the new. And German, yeah, I can't really do German. I mean, I could do German, but I'd probably be be sounding horrifically racist. So, and stereotyping. So no, I can't do that. I can't do that on live YouTube. That would be very bad. Yeah, sort of €1,300 FCU units, 900 Mac 2. Yeah, it's going to be very nice, wouldn't it? But I don't know what the missus would say if I convert this entire room to a full-on cockpit. I mean, I don't mind, but I'm sure she would. Edinburgh traffic, Lufthansa 964, we're 20 miles to the south at Tartan for the radar vectored approach for runway 24. See, again, still not saying anything, so if you're not talking on Unicom, mate, I'm not going to pay attention to you. And there's nothing on text either, so yeah, sorry, but I'm just going to barge in front. In fact, sod tartan, let's just cut the corner again. So we're going direct to, what is it? Going direct to these waypoints now, so basically we can go down to 6,000, so that'll be safe. Set the QNH and get the belts on as well. So set the QNH 1009 is set in cross jets. Approach checklist. So there's Barrow of QNH 1009 is set. Seatbelts are on. Minimum is Barrow 300. Let's go. No percent. 270 initially. Yeah, minimum's Barrow 300. Sort of brake is medium, and EFBs are stowed and disconnected. Let's put the terrain on. .250. Bridge phase is activated. I do Airbus automatically evacuates at a certain point during the approach, but every pilot activated way before me. It's an Airbus feature that no one cares about. Yeah, it's more control, Mike, I think. You know, I prefer to have a bit more control sort of when I'm doing things and sort of manually adjust everything, I suppose. You know, the Airbus, the new FMS systems we've got, it's got Fs, you know, it's got the flap speeds in here as well. So if all the profile's correct, it will basically try and fly almost a perfect sort of CDA, but it's pretty crap. It's not actually that it's not very good. It's not as good as what it looks like. So I think a lot of us are a bit cynical. We just still do things sort of manually because we just have a bit more faith, I think, in our own abilities than the aircraft's. Right, so I'm slowly getting in front of this guy. But again, still haven't heard anything on Unicom, so if I haven't heard anything, mate.
Ryanair 138 is holding short of runway 24.
Alright, speed descents.
Report approaching aircraft from the right.
So after 28 X-ray, which is down here, we can go down to 4,000. Found X-ray is probably that one. Yeah, 104, that's 104 there. So yeah, 4,000 to the 104 waypoint, which is this one here. So it says there actually above 4,000. Right, landing lights can come on.
EasyJet 1 November Quebec, please call once clear of the runway, Ryanair 138.
Why am I... know why they weren't working.
Easy 1 November Quebec, vacated runway 24.
EasyJet 1 November Quebec, thank you, Ryanair 138. Ryanair 138 now entering runway 24.
Alright, let's just radar back to ourselves, 350. This makes it a bit easier. And what's the inbound radial? What's that? 24061. Down to 3,000 as well. It's 3,000, just over 3,000. Plus, I said 3,000 blue.
All traffic on Unicom, Ryanair 138, now commencing takeoff on runway 24.
We got about 15 miles, probably a little bit high here. Let's go manage speed. Edinburgh traffic, Lufthansa 964, just heading north for about 7 miles from the localizer for the RLS bridge, runway 24. Flat 1, speed checks, flat 1. Alright, runway is over there. Visual. View of Edinburgh.
All traffic monitoring, Ryanair 138, now left runway 24 on departure Grice 3 Charlie, outbound for Storley.
180 slatted, flap 2, speed checks, flaps 2. Speed was trying to pull Nick, he was, yeah. Alright, there we go. Glide slope's coming in, it's 300. Alright, glide slope, well, blue, cat 3, Julie, 1 and 2. Rockstar. Speed, glide slope start, and Mr. Altitude is set. Turn these on. Whilst I can't see them.
Beaver 2318 inbound runway 24.
Oh, he finally actually peeps up. Okay. Sorry, mate, I thought you were just a zombie. As long as you haven't gone in front of me, I don't care. Edinburgh traffic, Lufthansa 964's localizer established 11 miles, so runway 24. How have you managed that, you little arsehole? I've literally been on Unicom all the time and you've just gone ahead of me. I mean, you look too high anyway. So I hope you fucking go around now. That's people traffic on the Alliance for runway 24. You do realise you just got in front of me. Hello? Sodger. Well, I don't know if he's high or whether it's just the visual. I'm just going to configure late, really late. I'm just going to blast in front of him. Sod him. Used to pay more attention to what's going on. So already someone is alive. Sorry, but I haven't actually got any sympathy for people that do that. Right, there we go, manage speed, geared out. Flat 3, speed checks. Flat 3. And flat 4, speed check, flat 4. Edinburgh traffic, Lufthansa 964, we're at 5 miles an hour, less 24 to land. Speed is 129, 129, that looks good. Landing checklist cabin is good for landing. Current altitude 3000 set, and eco memo is landing, no blues. Anyway, that's all looking good, so disconnecting.
Speedboat 221 is established for runway 24 for Edinburgh.
So a little bit of a black hole in Edinburgh. It's just got to rely on the PAPIs and the glide slope.
500.
Stable.
Hundred above. Minimum.
Traffic monitoring, good evening. Ryanair 138 is at waypoint Grice at 6,000, climbing to flight level 280. Ryanair 138.
50, 40, 30, 20, retard. 5.
That got so high in the last little stages. I'm still not a massive fan of this, how it lands. Spoilers, reverse green, decel, manual brakes. Yeah, it just doesn't stay on that approach path, and you get high. 70 knots.
Speedbird 2318 on the final runway 24.
Oh yeah, second Unicom call, well done. Edinburgh traffic, Lufthansa 964, runway vacated. See, look how close he is. Ridiculous. Sorry, utterly ridiculous.
Edinburgh traffic, just a word of warning for Speedbird 2318. You've cut in front of the arriving Lufthansa, and you've now cut in front of Speedbird 221 as well.
Right, anyway, that's off, that's off. See, he just doesn't even answer, because he doesn't know what he's doing. Head of a ground, Lufthansa 964 with you on Bravo. Or Alpha. Yeah, he's gone anyway. Over traffic, Lufthansa 964 is taxiing to the stand via Alpha. Right, get you going. I think everything else is done. So it doesn't really matter what stand, we just go over here somewhere. I think next to the EasyJet, that'd be fine. And echo any one of these stands, we've good. That'd be fine for us. Okay, the apron looks clear. So the next stand would do. Is he on it? Yeah, he's on that stand. Okay. Testing notes off, APU's there. Got the brake pressure. Come on, don't stop there. Good. Yeah, there we go. Parking brakes on. APU, we've had that about 3 minutes. I didn't actually start it, we've had 3 minutes, that's fine. That's off. That's off. That's off. Done, done, belts. Yeah, we can go off. That can come on. And these can come off. Good, there we go. Yeah, looks like it's bedtime. Hello, mate. There we go, guys, thanks very much. One thing I was going to have a look at. I think I might have the replay. Let's see if I can do the replay very quickly. Because I was playing with that this earlier. And I come off VATSIM. Oh, I need to record it now. I forgot to press record, so I can't do that. Ah, bollocks. Yeah, I forgot to do it. I need to remember to do that. Yeah, I've played with the recording thing today, and it did seem to work, but obviously I need to press record to start with to get it going. So I can't see it, unfortunately. But yeah, there we go. There's a nice little flight Nice night flight. The landing was a bit crap again. Got a little bit high in the last few hundred feet, had to dive towards the threshold. So I'm still not 100% convinced with the flight characteristics. I don't think it's my controls. I think it's just the aircraft just isn't going down. It isn't sort of maintaining an attitude. It's not maintaining a rate of descent like it should do. So as a consequence, you sort of get a little bit low, you get a little bit high. And maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just not that good at doing it in the sim. But yeah, it's just making me a little bit unstable. So I need to work on that, I think, and try and just sort of work on keeping the aim point sort of centered in the windscreen. But yeah, here we go. It's a work in progress, isn't it? So we'll keep practicing and keep on having a go. And that's pretty much it. I will. What I'll do is I'll just sort of show you around Edinburgh. I'll just come off VATSIM. We just disconnect from that. Let me also, because this is the Pyreegue scenery, let me just make it a bit more lighter, so we can actually see what I'll do. Let's do it at night first, because it's nice at night. So again, I spent another bloody 20 quid or whatever it is today on this sim, just forever spending money. But yeah, it's looking very, very nice. It's probably going a little bit quick, but that, I mean, that's very nice to start with, is the control tower. So yeah, lovely sort of dark blue, purpley sort of colours. It's got the hotels, which I'm sure are all there in real life. Lots of sort of static objects and the car parks. Yeah, sort of nice purpley lights there. Oh, there you go. That's very, very pretty in Edinburgh. Yeah. Nice little photo opportunity. That's what's down there. That's it. Into the terminal, and oh, there you go. That's as far as it goes. But there is like the insides. It has got all of this, which is very nice. So again, yeah, lots of texturing, lots of sort of different areas to look at. This is all very, very nice. So I've been to Edinburgh a few times as crew. I can't really remember it, to be honest. I just don't pay attention anymore. But you know, one airport's the same as everything else nowadays. So yeah, it's all looking nice. Oh, there's our aircraft. It's just arrived. Very, very late. Should have been here hours ago. But yeah, it's all very nice scenery. Let's just have a quick look at the day. It even shows the sun coming through the windows as well. But yeah, the texture's very good. So again, you know, sort of Pyreegue quality. Speed you up a little bit. So I think this must be static aircraft. Yeah, it must be, because I'm off VATSIM now. So static aircraft. I guess you can't turn these off, but EasyJet, Ryanair's, all the usual sort of things. I have been down here before. I did, old company I used to work for did an MOD charter and took a load of squaddies, and we parked the aircraft right down here, sort of out the way of everything, and took a load of squaddies down away to sort of places for their exercises. So yes, it's very nice. I quite like this. The train line at the very end. Yeah, there's no trains crossing. Yeah, nice touchdown zone textures as well. That's good. Lots of stuff over here. Again, it's similar to Glasgow, isn't it? Really, Glasgow was very nice yesterday. Firefighting equipment. Firefighting vehicles and the fire station. Additional parking. There you go. That's where your car gets sent when you give it to these parking companies. So yeah, there we go. There's Edinburgh. Very nice indeed. Good. Anyway, hope you like that, guys. Hope that was good. Try to sort of zooms out. I need to put it back to real time, don't I, son? There you go. make probably a nice screenshot for the stream. I can sort that out. Let's put the weather back on to normal. There we go. There you go. That'll probably make a nice screenshot later. So yeah, thanks very much, guys. Thanks for watching. Had an evening off. I think the missus is starting to get into bed now, so I'll probably have to finish soon. But yeah, thanks very much for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Once I get to 500 subscribers, I'll be putting this little sort of celebratory video up once I've done it. So yeah, thanks very much. Hope you have a good weekends, and I'm back to work. I think in a few days, back for a few more days, and then I'll be back probably maybe a couple of days next week. So yeah, I'll probably get another stream in. So yeah, thanks very much. See you later, and have a good weekend. Cheerio.